Everyone, welcome to another episode of Chris Loves Comics. It's Saturday. Sorry I'm a little bit late with my haul video. I don't know if it's allergies or if I'm getting sick. Could be dying, but I'm I'm not dying. But I just haven't been feeling that well. But I did want to put out a video because I enjoy doing them. But this one will probably be brief. I'll just go over the grades and everything. But because, like I said, I may be dying. Excuse me. I've been drinking a lot of water. Sorry about that. All right. So we will get started with Deadpool number 7 by Alyssa Wong. I like Deadpool. I love the movies. I've been sort of indifferent about the character in the comic book, which is kind of weird because you would think you would like both characters, but I'm really liking this series. I gave this an A minus. This is very funny and it's definitely picking up speed. It was kind of in a lull in the beginning because I like Alyssa Wong fair enough, but they've been doing a good job with this book, and I highly recommend it. It's only on issue 7, so it's not too late to pick up a trade and maybe pick up some back issues. Carnage by Alex Packnadil. This is issue number 13, unlucky number 13. This book is nothing short of spectacular. I gave this an A. It's a really great. It feels like I'm reading an episode of Law and Order SVU where Scorpion and Miles Morales are the buddy cop, and Carnage is the bad guy, which he is. This book I gave an A plus. Venom: Lethal Protector by David Michelini. Probably butchering the last name. This is issue number 3. Gave this an A plus. Great story, great ending, and the art is nothing short of spectacular. I do love the Nick Fury homage. This book I gave an A. This is Deep Cuts issue number 2. These are like one shots. This is set back in the 1920s music. If you really love music, especially jazz and the music of that time, you'll definitely like that book. World Tree number 2. I gave this also an A. James Tynion. This is issue number 2. This story is really picking up. It's very strange. It's great art as well. I'm really enjoying that one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures number 1. I gave this one an A plus. Actually, this is the reason is I love the Turtles cartoon, and I may be a little bit biased with my A plus, but even if you don't like the Turtles or are familiar with them, it's really good. The Rat King takes control of the Turtles, which is kind of similar to what he did when he took control of Splinter back in the day, but that was really well done. And this is Clobbering Time, issue number 3 of 5. I'm really loving this story. I gave this one an A as well too. We're gonna get into I know I'm giving a lot of A's. When we're making our way towards the end of the books, you'll see the curve go down. But this book, I love Ben Grimm. He's just such a fantastic character. Like, underneath his rocky exterior, it really beats the heart of a good person, and he is a good person. He just uses sarcasm and he uses jokes to sort of shield how he really feels, but he does a great thing for his Aunt Petunia and Uncle Jake. You see them in there. Avengers Beyond number 3, where the Avengers are fighting the Beyonder. I gave this an A minus. This is very well done. Oh, for Avengers Beyond, you kind of need to read All Out Avengers, which is only a 6-issue miniseries. I think the trade is out, but I definitely recommend it. And we're going into sort of the lower ones, but I still love Jenna McKay is one of my favorite authors. I gave this a B plus. I'm really loving Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange kind of walks with Dormammu possessed somebody, so he's kind of riding someone's body as he's talking with Stephen Strange, but the story is definitely picking up. I love the art by Pasquale Ferry. And as always, Jen McKay is just a great author. Doing really good stuff. Okay, and didn't think we'd make it all the way down. Amazing Spider-Man, number 26. I know this is a very talked about issue. I gave this actually a C+. I didn't really like the story. I think... So I looked at it this way as because it's just unfortunate that we were spoiled with who dies in this issue, and I'm not going to give it away. I'm sure you already know, but I just hate spoilers, and I'm sure all of you do too. And I really hate that they spoiled who was killed. But like without going too much into it, it's out of all the characters you picked that character as someone who would die as someone who really wasn't, who's not that big a part of a story. I like this person's character as well too, and and it's just like, oh well, moving forward, like I don't know, it's I gave it a C plus because I do love Spidey. I really want Zeb Wells off that book. I love Zeb Wells' Hellions run, which I'm just surprised that he's just doing. Like the beginning run was great for Amazing Spider-Man. You had your Tombstone run and you had your Vulture run. Both those runs were fantastic. I highly recommend those. I just hate John Romita Jr.'s art. He used to be so good, but I digress. Everyone has their likes. Just because I don't like JR, it doesn't mean you know it's the word. But I can't get behind his art. But moving forward, I gave this also a C plus. Captain America: Symbol of Truth. This is a good Sam Wilson versus Steve Rogers sort of fight. The art and the battle is great, but and the artwork is fantastic, but the story is just very middling. And I'm kind of glad that Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly are going to be off the book because J. Michael Straczynski is going to be taking over, and there's some good news with his run. He said, I'll come back to Captain America as long as there's no crossovers. So if you're looking to get back into Captain America, he promised no crossovers, and he's done a lot of independent work. He's worked with AWA and other independent comic publishers, but his run of Amazing Spider-Man is great too. Wouldn't mind him coming back, but I'm sure Captain America will take up a lot of his time. Scorched, number 18, by Sean Lewis. I gave this a C plus too. I'm starting to lose interest in this book. It feels like a very convoluted story. I'm going to keep with it because it's a Spawn book and there's great art and great battle, but I feel like that's all there is to it. But you can't really beat $3 for an action comic. It was fine. I gave this one a B plus. Batman Detective Comics. This was a very light DC run. DC haul for me. It was this and Power Girl special number 1, which we'll get into. But I gave this a B plus. This is probably one of the most action-packed stories of the run, and you really can't go wrong with the art. Ivan Rice and Danny Mickey on colors. Such beautiful display of art and Ram Vaillan's story. Like Detective Comics is a really deep background. Like you have to, like they talk about the Orgums, they talk about the history of Gotham. But if you're interested in a Batman deep dive of Gotham, this book is where it's at. And Power Girl special number 1 by Leah Williams. I didn't think I would like this one. I felt like I've talked about these books before. Maybe it's my sickness coming in. Anywho, but I really enjoyed this book. I gave this a B plus. The backup story I actually gave an A minus. I'm a huge Green Lantern fan. I'm not going to tell you which Green Lantern it is, and it's my favorite Green Lantern. So I'm in the minority when it comes to my favorite as that one. But this was very well done. All right, guys. I'm sorry for the sort of shortened video as mentioned before. I'm just not feeling that well, but I wanted to put something out, and quite frankly, I think that's probably the most coherent I've ever been in any of my videos. Maybe I should get sick more often, but next week is going to be a bigger haul. I think I have like 23 books or something like that. We're going back into just ignoring a pull list and just getting comics. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a great week. I should have a haul video by Friday or Saturday, but enjoy your week. Enjoy your books. I have some good reading. I got trades from my store, TJ Cafe and Games. I think I'm gonna re-upload the video. It's like 2 videos before this one or 3 videos. I highly recommend you going through the haul video of the store video of me walking through. It's a very big store and it's my home away from home. But I'm gonna read X-Men Days of Futures Past, and I'm gonna read X-Men the Dark Phoenix Saga from Chris Claremont, the one and the only. And I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend and enjoy your reading. All right, take care. Bye bye.